Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and good night to you, wherever you may be watching me from tonight. I am super, super, super excited. I was literally chasing the clock, yeah. I am excited to be on here tonight, and tonight we get to talk about something very, very interesting. All right. So, if you have, been following Chats with Temming, you would know that every single day we are blessed with new thoughts, new insights, new fresh ideas, fresh perspective to, you know, that we can share to empower us in this community. Okay. And I appreciate you so much for being on this ride with me. I am excited that you get to support me, and it's going to be very interesting because literally today I'm like, it's a new month, and a few people have been asking me what next for Chat with Timmy. In May, it was a challenge. But y'all, even though I said it, I'm gonna say it again. May was just a challenge to get me, to get my foot wet and to make me intentional and consistent. We're able to achieve that milestone, and June is going to be super exciting because I thought about, why not introduce, some guest appearances. So if you're watching tonight, if you know someone you admire, you have someone in your network, whether you're a business person or it's your mentor, it's your professor, it's your friend who can add value to this community, I am definitely going to be happy to connect with them to, explore some options for guest appearance on the show, because my only and humble desire is to always serve you value. So whether you're joining me from LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, I want to say you're very welcome tonight. I am super hyped because I was chasing the clock and I made it into June 3rd to be able to hop on here and quick live. So, if you're just joining Chat with Temin is a platform that seeks to inspire, empower, educate, and help you steer your life in the right direction. So, on here, I get to talk about different things. Or let me say, we get to talk about different things because it's taking, we're taking another level upwards. So, every discussion on here is going to be geared towards empowering you, sharing real life scenarios and insights that you can use to steer your life in the right direction, learning from other people's experiences and lessons. All right. So, we explore topics around life, business, academics, professional journey, personal development, professional development. I'm hoping to talk about relationship, mental health, and different things, as long as the topic, inspire, empowers, motivate, and educate this amazing community of over how many people? Of over 20,000 people. Well, almost 30,000, if I checked that right. So across Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, we're close to 30K. And I am very grateful that you guys find this space inspiring to be able to invest your time and, your resources to engage in this community and, build a safe space to put our positivity in the world. The world is already full of enough stress. So the least we can do is make someone smile, is make someone, inspire someone to take the right decision, is to inspire someone to, give life another shot again, irrespective of what they're going through. Okay. So tonight I am going to talk about going the extra mile. What does that mean? What does going the extra mile mean for you? One famous quote goes like this, to do something to get something you've never had, you need to do something you've never done. And the other one say, uh, um, tonight I say the easiest way or the fastest way to remain stagnant in a particular position is to keep doing something over and over. That's a famous quote I added to that perspective. That is to keep doing something over and over and expecting a different result. You know, it's easy. You will literally just stop and be stagnant because you wonder why you're busy but you're not productive, or you're in motion but you're not getting anywhere. All right. So That's the easiest way to remain stagnant. When you're performing the same activities, you're still keeping the same old habits that gotten you to the spot that you're in, but then you're desiring to make a move, to make a leap, but you're not doing anything extra. You're not doing anything extra to get to where you desire to get to. So that's why I said that's the easiest way, or that's the fastest way to get stagnant, okay, on your journey. So tonight, let's look at what it means to go the extra mile. All right. So going the extra mile simply means putting in more effort than is expected or required. The difference between ordinary people and extraordinary people is that extraordinary people are intentional about investing extra resources, extra time, extra investment into their efforts, which makes them extraordinary. They have the same 24 hours. We're all given brains. Sometimes they have the same, if you check it, let's level the playing field. We have life, we have sound mind, we have 24 hours. Then you want to take it a step further. We have gifts and talents. So to be extraordinary, you need to be willing to invest that little extra, whether it's that extra money, that extra time, extra discipline, extra commitment. You know, you need to add extra to your journey if you want to be an extraordinary person. I got thinking the other day. I watched my friend's, my nephew, my friend's son. He does track, okay, track and field. This kid is so passionate about what he does. He would always, like, he would come from school, he would take extra hours to go running. He would take extra hours to go connect with his friend and go speed up. How many minutes do they run for? When we watched him on Friday, I think he ran for he said 11.11 seconds. I'm like, that's not, I don't know, but like he's putting in an extra work. He's putting in extra work every single day just to run for how much time? So sometimes to get extraordinary results, or to be known as an extraordinary person, we need to make that extra effort. All right? It doesn't matter what space you're in. There's a famous quote that goes like, hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard. Okay? I don't care what talent you have, if you're not hardworking, if you're not, being intentional about, putting in that extra work and sharpening your skills, and surrounding yourself with people, like the Bible said, iron sharpens iron, and surrounding yourself with people who will sharpen you to get you to that extra level, or to get you to that next step. I don't care how talented you are, you'll definitely go rusty. Like, it's so easy. You will go rusty. It doesn't mean you're not talented. It means you just have a talent that you're not using. So someone who's not even talented, but because they're practicing continuously and they have this discipline of putting themselves out there and going the extra mile to do, the work that's not comfortable, to leave their bed, to leave their comfort zone, to put themselves out there, that person's going to do way better than you. Not because, sometimes not because they have better opportunities than you, or opportunities than you. Okay? I've seen different things. I've experienced different continents. So let me put it that way. I've experienced Africa and I've experienced America. Okay. So there's some people, everyone say America is a land of opportunity. I get that. And it's true. All right. And this is just a personal perspective. America is a land of opportunity. But what I see is there's some people in Africa who may, not have access to a lot of resources. Their resources may be limited, but they're pushing to go the extra mile. And they're doing better than some people who are in the land of opportunities. Because it all boils down to choices. You have access to tons of opportunities. You have access to the internet. You have access to resources. You have access to this. You have access to that. You may be sitting here and say, well, certain people don't have access to certain things. But it's not as, to some extent, it's still better than some places. All right? But it all boils down to choices. Are you willing to, invest that extra energy, that extra time, that extra investment? I was running an ad for my business, my digital business, and um, when I ran the ad, I was getting leads. Okay, and that was like a few months ago. I was getting leads when I was running my ads, and then and if you're a business person, let me just tell you this: the money is in the nurturing. You can run ads all you want. If you do not nurture those leads that come your way, you will not get returns on your investment. Let me just put it out there. All right. And if you're like, what business are you talking about? This is my website. You can check it out. But honestly speaking, let me just go this way. So when you go to this website and you put in your name and your number, our community webinar will pop up. So to be able to understand what triggered you, what interested you to click the link in the first place to say, oh, I like what Thelma said, or I like what this lady posted, let me take a look and see. Someone would say, you're supposed to sign up and watch the webinar. It's a free webinar to get some insight. So when you're reaching out to me, we know how to have a conversation because I know I'm answering your questions. If you have doubts or anything or you want to learn more, then we know where to take the conversation from. Somebody told me, I don't have time to watch the webinar. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I cannot help you. You cannot say you're interested in something and you just go all out and say you don't have the time to invest to attend a webinar. How do you intend to be successful? That's a wrong mindset. And if you're a business person, you don't want to work with anybody who doesn't even have the right mindset in the first place. Everything in life is about investment. Everything in life is, I mean, garbage in, garbage out. What you put in life is what you get out. So if you are not willing to go the extra mile, you're not going to get any extra results. Someone said, oh, I want to apply for a job. You see this vacancy, you just went, you apply to this job, and then that's it. Sometimes someone will use that same line, that same application format, that same information, without tailoring it to meet the job description. They will send that to because they don't want to invest the time to create different applications or to tailor their resume to meet, to fit the job description. Some people don't want to have time to invest into that. How are you going to make any extra? How are you going to get the results you desire? You're just dreaming. If you don't want to go the extra mile, you are dreaming. And it's not fair to you because your future self is not going to like you for that. Somebody wants to apply to a college and they just go put out one application and that's all the eggs they have. So they dump it in one basket. And then when that college did not accept them or does not accept them, they go like, you know what? This school is not for me. I've applied to this school and they deny accepting. How many times did you apply, ma'am? How many applications did you send out? Okay. So if you want to get your desired result and not just daydream about getting results, you need to put in the extra work. Okay. You need to be very intentional about that. So going the extra mile simply means going above and beyond the standard or the typical actions to achieve a goal or, to complete a task. If everybody is getting to point A, you want to go to point A.5 or AB, or you want to get to B, you want to get to C. You don't just want to get to where everyone is getting to and then you're just okay. No. All right? Do not just be okay with the status quo. Don't just settle for that. Do not just settle for the barest minimum. Going the extra mile, it involves taking exceptional dedication, hard work, commitment, the willingness to go beyond what is comfortable to you or convenient to achieve a better result. I always, my cousin is a lawyer, like she did law. And I'm like, girl, what I admire about lawyers is that weak. I don't have that grace. I don't think I do have that grace to read the amount of books. Like, technically, you will see them with this very big book, and all they're looking for is just article, this verse, this, or section, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how do y'all even do it? I like the space I'm in. And for the space I'm in, I have to go the extra mile to be extraordinary. I admire doctors, but I don't think I have that grace. First and foremost, I cannot even stand a graphic image. Let's talk of looking at patients in pain. That's not my space. But my space is business, is marketing, is sales. I love that space. It gets me, it gets me out there, it gets me into the world. And the other day I was telling someone, whether you know it or not, you are selling something. All of us are salesmen and saleswomen. Or we're sales personnel. All right? You're either selling a product, a service, or an image. You're selling yourself by the way you put yourself out there. So your personal branding needs to be top notch. How do you go the extra mile to personal brand yourself? How do you go the extra mile to build a global brand? How do you go the extra mile to heal from your childhood trauma? How do you go the extra mile to not just graduate from college, but to graduate top of your class from college? How do you go the extra mile when not just, performing in the workplace, but going the extra mile to perform top employee in the company? How do you go the extra mile to get your business from making a revenue of 5K a month to 10K a month or 20K a month? How? You need to put in that extra work. You need to invest that extra time. We all have 24 hours. But if you look at it very well, the people who have more money than us, than you, than me, they are taking a route that you may not be taking. And if you want to achieve some level of financial freedom or to attain a certain level of financial stability, you need to put in that extra work. Okay? So you need to go the extra mile to get the extra results you want. So the necessity for change and innovation is achieving new outcome. If you desire a different or an improved result, you need to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. Like, I remember growing up as a child, life was very interesting. And I encountered sales, and that helped me decide my career path, because I was a sales girl at the age of 9. I was selling pastries. It wasn't that beautiful as I'm talking about it now, but the thing is, that was necessary at the time. It wasn't fun. That was a necessary thing that I needed to do. My sisters are quite shy and, they're more of introvert than I am. But I'm like, we're struggling. You cannot be shy and be struggling. You need to get yourself out there. So I will put on my boots and I will go out there. And because I always look for a way to, grab the bull by the horn, my sisters will always refer to me as their brother. Proudly so. All right? Always they will refer to me as their brother. So when they say who's Minnie's boy child, I am Minnie's boy child. But that was just life. At the end of the day, that particular experience helped me to design or to decide my career path. All right? And there's nothing like shyness and you getting yourself out there. How is shyness gonna get you the result that you want? You want to achieve excellence? Ordinary effort is going to get you ordinary results. If you want to be if you want to leave a hallmark of excellence, you need to put in extraordinary work. It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable, trust me. Most of the time, it's not comfortable. You need to get out of bed. You need to go out when it's raining, when the sun is hot, when it's snowing. You need to get out of your comfort zone. Oh, I'm shy, I'm an introvert, my social batteries really, 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 really can drop really quickly if I get among people. Start with one person. Your social battery could to go low, start with one person. Start building a relationship from there. And build a genuine relationship and mean it. All right? You to be able to go the extra mile, you need to build reputation. You can be sitting in a very tiny village in your hometown and still build a global reputation. It requires you to show up. It requires you to put yourself out there. It requires you to build to build a brand that is worth that is credible, that is worth citing, that is worth talking about. To build a brand that people want to connect with, that people want to identify with. You need to be able to build a reputation. All right? Those who consistently go the extra mile and a reputation for reliability and excellence. Guess what? This could lead you to more recognition, career advancement, and even more opportunities, irrespective of where you are on your journey. All right? So you want to be able to build a reputation. You want to be known for something that this person wants, you get to them that they're going the extra mile means you must grow personally. Challenge yourself to go beyond your usual expectation. Push yourself to develop yourself. That course you want to take to level up your skill set, take it. That conference you want to attend, this is your sign that you should attend that conference. Because other than listening to the speakers and being part of the panels or connecting with other like minds and people, ahead of you on your journey, you're going to build rapport. You're going to put yourself out there and get people to know you a little bit more. All right? Going the extra mile means breaking the cycle of stagnation. Like, you don't want to just keep being in a cycle. You do this, that results come out. You've done it for year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. And then you're like, Lord, you know, my 2025, my 2025 resolution is I want to achieve X, Y, and Z. But you're still doing ABC that kept you in 2024, that kept you at that spot in 2023. It kept you at that spot in 2022. Remember? You want to regularly assess yourself, evaluate your methods, evaluate your results. The things you were doing, where did they get you? What can you do to go to the next level? You want to be innovative and creative. And that involves you experimenting different things. All right. Creative people don't just stay one place, don't just try one thing and then they're like, boom, I came up with this great idea. No, they're always experimenting, they're always willing to go outside of the box. They're always willing to leave their zone of confinement, their zone of comfort. All right. And they don't just try it once. You want to be able to invest in your personal and your professional development. You want to be someone who is, always passionate about continuous learning, whether it's taking courses, whether it's mentorship, whether it's gaining new experience, whether it's, navigating a new space. Maybe you're leaving science to test business, or you're leaving tech to test marketing because of what your goals are. Another thing you want to do to go the extra mile, sorry, oops, my laptop nearly fell. To go the extra mile, you want to be able to be open to flexibility and adaptability. Don't just be rigid and follow one thing like this. Like, I am here. If this is not going to happen, this is not going to happen. If this doesn't go this way, I'm not willing to go this way. You need to be flexible. You need to be super flexible. Okay? If it doesn't work, like someone say, you need to have plan A, B, and C. What's stopping you from reaching plan C? Have plan A through Z. Have plan one all the way to the zillions and the trillions and whatever. Don't just try one time and give up. Going the extra mile means picking yourself up even if you fail and going. Sometimes it may not look like you're getting anywhere, but you are getting somewhere. It may not look like nothing's happening. It may look like nothing's happening for you, but you are getting somewhere. Okay? You don't want to be discouraged by just looking around. Sometimes it doesn't look like, oh, am I even making impact? Is anyone learning from these things I'm doing? Baby steps. Don't get stuck up in your head. Baby steps. One thing that always kept me going was, Thelma, your goal is to be consistent in this challenge. So whether or not people show up during the live or they watch the replay at all, you got to keep going. I could have been dwelling on, are people going to show up? You know, but every single day, I'm like, girl, you need to get on live because you are training yourself. You're training yourself. You're grooming a community of amazing people that will be inspired by the sessions that you have. And even when it did not feel like it sometimes, I still have to say, yo, you know what? Sometimes motivation can get you far. It's discipline that's going to get you far. It's great to be motivated. But get me today. Your motivation must come from inside because it's not always you get external motivation. All right? You won't always get external motivation. So it has to come from inside. And whether or not you feel motivated, you need to build a discipline habit. You need to build a habit of you taking steps. Whether or not you have all the resources in place, whether or not people are supporting you, whether or not people are going to show up with you, whether or not you're ready. Because nobody's 100%. All right? If you keep waiting to get everything else in place, you may never get everything else in place. And you may never get started. All right? So go the extra mile. Going the extra mile is going beyond your fear, going beyond your doubts. You could be stuck behind your fears, but you chose to come out. You could be stuck behind your imperfection, but you chose to take a move, to make a move anyway. You could be stuck behind your failed attempt, but you can choose to take a next shot. That's going the extra mile. All right? You want to understand that when things aren't moving, be flexible. You want to be able to spot ineffective strategies. What did I work on that did not, what method did I use that didn't give me the results I was desiring? What did I, what did I put in place? What are some of the things I was looking for? Sorry. Going the extra mile requires the right mindset. It requires you being intentional. It requires you, it requires you to set clear goals. Okay? And at the end of the day, going the extra mile means you're going to get a result that you were not going to get in the first place if you did not do that. So I don't know what project you're working on. I don't know. I don't know what space you're in at the moment. As I'm wrapping up, I want to encourage you to go the extra mile. Do not just settle for the barest minimum. Okay? I want to encourage you to go the next, to have courage to take the next step. Don't just settle for the barest minimum, because that success you so desire is on the other side of your fear. It's on the other side of your doubt. It's on the other side of failure. If you don't go the extra mile, you will never get to that mile you desire to get to. So put in the extra and get the extra results. You want to be an extraordinary person? Put in the extra work. All right, whether you watched me from LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, I want to thank you for joining me on tonight's session of Chats with Themmy. I hope tonight's topic is going to inspire you, is going to motivate you. I hope you took some insights from here that's going to help you to steer your life in the right direction and move you from point A to point B. That's all you need. Just a little bit of faith and a little bit of effort to get you from one point to the next. Don't try to do the whole 9 yards. Take baby steps, and before you know, you get to the 9 yards eventually. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a great week. Have a great month. And I hope your journey is successful. Good night. Bye.